Greetings, Jules World back again, and finally, it is time for all my Five Nights at Freddy's drawings, part 11. About time, right? I am so sorry for the long wait. There has been a lot going on. We have recently moved, so that's why it has taken such a long time. Hopefully this part isn't too underwhelming than the previous part, but I apologize if it is. Again, a lot of stuff going on, so I'll be doing the photos, the drawings, I mean, that I did as soon as the part ended and to the most recent one. So yeah, let's just get started. First one we have here is Twisted Freddy. This was when the Twisted ones had come out. And this was in the novel, pretty sure you all know, but the Twisted ones were hidden underground. Like, they bury themselves in the ground. So I wanted to draw Twisted Freddy in the ground. Never finished this because I am not good with drawing grass or anything. And I even forgot that I had this photo, this drawing. So I guess this could be tucked away and never seen again. Another sketch that I never finished. This is Baby. This was the Elizabeth's death. Never finished this one either. Again, same reason as the Twisted Freddy. I did not like this picture whatsoever. The proportions are off, horrendous. It's just so bad. Also, I don't know if you see the erase marks, but I tried to draw Elizabeth, and it just looked horrid. So, disgusting. This was way back when the Freddy files came out, and this was when the Scrap Baby teaser came out. I know people didn't even know it was called Scrap Baby. We called it Freak Show Baby. Yeah. So, again, this was a prediction of what FNaF 6 was going to be. So, I was going to draw. So I drew Springtrap, Ennard, and Freak Show Baby. And coincidentally, Ennard, Springtrap, and Scrap Baby did make an appearance in the game. So yeah, but just not the way we thought. And this Scrap Baby is disgusting. It's so bad. Just gross. Tried remaking from the silhouette. This is Shadow Bonnie. I was gonna say the letters, but I forgot them. But I actually really like the facial expression for this. I don't know why. In my part 10 of FNaF drawings, this was the facial expression that I used for Shadow Bonnie, and I really wanted to remake it as a big poster. And I completely forgot that I had this. So yeah, I guess it's still good. I'm not a fan of the shading here, though. Like, that's not okay. This is, Fredbear. Okay, I drew this in school, and, I had no picture reference with me of Fredbear, or we never really had a Fredbear reference, but, so this was the Bite of 83, and, what's so nasty is this microphone. It is so bad, including the arm. I don't know what is up with this arm. So weird. And I even tried drawing the little crying child in the mouth, and I was like, how am I going to do this? So this was just horrible. Starting off with the bad pictures first, if you can't tell. This is Spring Bonnie, Spring Lock Failure. This one is definitely better than this monstrosity. But William is dying, and I just realized that I did not color in blood. So instead, he just looks like he's either slobbering or he's just vomiting, which is disgusting. So, yeah, this is just a basic picture. Again, I drew this in school. Yeah. And I really did use Crayola color pencils with this because we were supposed to do a project, but I didn't do it. That's how many. Okay, here's an actual decent one. This is Bonbon. And I say decent because, again, there are still coloring mistakes on this that is not okay. This was a design for like a shirt. I thought it would be cool and I actually cut it out. Not really much to say here other than I feel like the colors are kind of right except for the muzzle. But yeah, the eyes are so big though. This is the time that I had really big eyes for pictures, and I got comments like that on my previous video. This is the Bonnie plushie. Again, there are a bunch of shading mistakes, and I don't know what is up with this ear. That is so bad. But again, shading here, shading there, just not good overall. But again, this was actually my first time drawing a Bonnie plushie. No, wait, yeah, no. Or at least, first one doing it in color pencil. Yeah. Here is Balloon Boy. This is from the FNaF 2 custom night icon. Again, big eyes. I don't know why. Well, I guess Balloon Boy does have big eyes, but like, I don't know. Not a big fan of this one because again, you can see a bunch of scribble marks on this, and yeah, it's just not good overall in my opinion. This was supposed to be for a collab that I did with ASD Draws. He's a YouTuber, yeah, so we were going to remake the FNaF 2 teaser with Foxy and Funtime Foxy, or Pre-Mangle. And I was going to do Foxy and he was going to do Funtime Foxy. And he just never finished it. But just pretty simple overall. Yeah, not much really to say. Okay, this is Nightmare Freddy. I don't know what was wrong with me at this time. So, there was an art contest, and I thought to myself, why don't I make a kind of creepy picture? So, what I did was that I made Nightmare Freddy tear a Freddy plush, and like these organs and innards are coming out of this plush, and there's a Freddle that's living inside it. So I don't know what was up with me. Oh, this was the time when I was really into like the Alien movie, so I guess that was that inspired this. But yeah, the colors are all right, but I feel like this picture could have been. Maybe I might redo this picture actually, because I feel like this could be a really cool picture. This is Adventure Funtime Freddie. I drew the Adventure sister location characters a while back, and I did not like it whatsoever. And I don't like this one either. In my opinion, it looks kind of forced. What I mean by that is like, I just shrunk down the original Funtime Freddy, gave him big eyes, and just made Bonbon look so ugly. So thank God I did a redraw of this, because if this was the actual picture, then that's disgusting. This was a collab on Five Nights at Freddy's Amino. Someone wanted to do the Joy of Creation, and so he did the actual sketch and the outline. I did the coloring. For overall, I say this is pretty good because this was my first Joy of Creation picture. Yeah, I guess it's pretty good. Now this was the second Joy of Creation picture I drew. This was when Joy of Creation story mode came out, and I loved it. So, yeah. This is them staring into this window. I guess you could say it's like the living room. I've always had this irrational fear of someone just staring into the window at night at my house. That's always been a fear of mine. So I decided to do it like this. Yeah. I don't know what's with the blue and purple in the back, but I say it's pretty good. This was the last Joy of Creation picture I drew. I might draw another one. I don't know. Like the Bonbon picture, the Game Over image was supposed to be for a t-shirt design, because I saw a bunch of like Game Over t-shirts in stores and I just hated them. I wanted to do my own. This one failed horribly. There is so much wrong with it. The hat, no, that's not okay. The teeth, no idea. The 5 fingers, no idea. I don't know why I put 5 fingers. Like, it makes no sense. Again, if I were to like redo this picture, I bet it would look a million times better than this. Overall, just so disappointing. This was back in 2017. So looking back, I'm like disappointed. This is Freak Show Baby. This was a better prediction of what she would look like. I mean, of course, I wouldn't get the full thing correct, but yeah, for a prediction, I guess that's pretty good. So, I mean, there are lots of things on Scrap Baby that none of us could have predicted, like the roller skates and the multicolored hair, and you know, the disco lights. Like, there are lots of things that Scrap Baby has, but that's why I like her. Now this is Lefty. I did a speed draw on this. Yeah. This was my first ever official, I guess, like official, meaning like this wasn't a prediction of a FNaF 6 character. And I really like Lefty. I mean, there are some things that are wrong with it, but it's good overall. This, oh my god. This is the Afton Family. This was based off of Matt Pat's theory on the Afton Family, except I did not believe that the mother is Ballora. So, yeah. This was back in like the 2017 like final timeline FNaF theory that Matt Pat made. So William is the dad, and of course he's Springtrap. Michael is Ennard. Elizabeth is Baby, and the crying child is Golden Freddy. Which some of it is incorrect, but again, this was back in 2017, so yeah. Now this is a picture we're finally getting to 2018. This is the Give Up Your Spirits picture. This was again another speed draw. I thought this turned out good at the time, but now, I mean, I do like Scrap Trap. I do like how I did Scrap Trap. But the 3 down here, bad. Bad. Molten Freddy, not good. Like, I did his teeth wrong. It's supposed to be like wires. Lefty, his eye sockets are too high and he just looks weird. Scrap Baby, there are so many scribbles on Scrap Baby. I rushed at her part. So, and the fire just looks stupid. Again, probably redoing this picture at some point down the road. Oh, sugar. This is, I guess I could just do this one first. These are the mediocre melodies. I didn't do Orville because, I mean, there's 4 slots. Just basic picture. This is Lefty. Just because Lefty has the puppet inside of him, her. I decided to do that. It's kind of based off the FNaF 3 death screens. Decided to do a fire. This fire, ironically, it's made by marker. However, it looks better than the Give Up Your Spirits picture. The puppet, I don't like the puppet. I feel like, again, if I were to redo this picture, it would look better. Now here's an actual picture that I'm genuinely kind of proud of. This is what I call Salvage Strike. So it's all the Salvage animatronics. So Scrap Baby, Molten Freddy, Scrap Trap, and Lefty, or Afton. And yeah, so Scrap Baby was just based off the back alley. As you can see, the back alley is kind of in the background. This was based off the Ultimate Custom Night icon for Molten Freddy, Jump Scare, Scrap Trap, and the Ultimate Custom Night icon for Lefty. I feel like I did Scrap Drop and Lefty pretty good. Scrap Baby, her eyebrows are a bit too big, and for Molten Freddy, it's just kind of the proportions are off. But Molten Freddy's always difficult to do for some reason. An unfinished picture of Music Man. Was gonna finish this, never did. I didn't really like this one. Okay, these are all based off of the FNaF show pictures with Dawko. The FNaF show season 2. So I'll just be going through them all. So this one is Joe Gaudette, Matthew Curtis, Christopher McGulla, I think I'm saying that right, hopefully, Kellen Goff, and this is actually a time where I did Molten Freddy right, Alex Lee, Kai Skrotsky, and Amber Lee Connors. So these were actually some very fun pictures to make, and yeah, very fun, and I like them. Now this is a picture that I'm really proud of. This is Ennard. I was really bored and I wanted to do Ennard, and I went all out on this, and I'm really proud of this picture. I can't believe that I actually have the ability to do this, because I always underestimate like my art skills. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna brag. I feel like I'm bragging, but like, I don't know, I really like this picture. I feel like it's the most accurate picture I've done, to be honest. This is another sister location picture I did. However, it's more of Ennard taking over. I guess taking over or hacking into the fun times. So more of like a technical like picture. Yeah. It's pretty cool, I guess. Now this is more the recent pictures. This is Nightmare Spring Bonnie. Back in FNaF 4, before the Halloween edition came out, the Jacko Bonnie teaser, I thought that was Spring Bonnie, and I got so excited. But I was really disappointed that Spring Bonnie wasn't a thing, so I decided to do it myself. So this is Spring Bonnie. It's based off of Nightmare Fredbear, except because Spring Bonnie is Springtrap and it has the Spring Lock failure, I put a bit of human anatomy in there, even though it's bad human anatomy. But yeah, overall, I actually quite like it. This is JJ. This picture is pretty accurate, I think. And it's definitely better than the other BB picture that I showed earlier. Yeah, just genuinely better, I think. This is Nightmare Freddy. I call this the monster under the bed. The bed frame is underneath here. And yeah, so because we don't really get to see Nightmare Freddy, we always predict that he's under the bed. So here he is under the bed. The only problem that I have is that his colors are too bright when Nightmare Freddy's color should be darker. And I feel like I could have added more withering to him. This is a redraw of Funtime Bonnie. I drew Funtime Bonnie back in part 10. This is my redraw of him. And he looks way better, I think. To be honest, I feel like I've done better with Funtime shading. Because he actually looks like a Funtime animatronic. It doesn't look like a bunch of scribbles. So yeah, I actually really like this picture. Now this picture was for the FNaF anniversary. I drew this while I was listening to the Doco Scott interview, and I just smile from ear to ear because FNaF has changed my life a lot. So, I wanted to commemorate that with Freddie holding a birthday cake with Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and Golden Freddy. It's really just a simple picture. This is Theodore. Again, another speed draw character I did. Pretty good overall, I think. This is based off of Lady Fitzy's picture of him. Now, back where I showed the Adventure Funtime Freddy, this is the redraw of the Adventure Sister Location characters. This is Adventure Baby. And to be honest, in my opinion, Baby's already cute as it is, so this was pretty easy. This is Rockstar Freddy. I think Rockstar Freddy's design looks so cool. I really like the Rockstar's design. So I drew Rockstar Freddy, and I really like it. This is another adventure animatronic. This is Ballora. Yeah, I tried to make her as simple as possible, even though Ballora is so freaking complex. Hopefully I got the basics of her down. This is the Adventure Funtime Freddy redraw. Way better in my opinion. Like, this is a huge comparison to the previous one. Looks way better. And Bonbon actually looks cute. So I'm really proud of this one, actually. Here's another adventure. This is Adventure Funtime Foxy. Because we already have a Funtime Foxy, but I think it's pretty much confirmed that that's the FNaF 2 version. This is the sister location version. So, yeah. Really like her as well. Him, her, whatever. I'll just say both. This is Ennard. Again, Ennard is such a complex character, so I try to make him as simple as possible, and I think it turned out alright. I kind of had to like base off a couple of references from Google. This is a more simplistic picture. This is Old Man Consequences. This is when UCN came out, and for some reason, Old Man Consequences got a way bigger role for being such an obscure character in FNaF world. But yeah, pretty simple overall. This is what I call abandoned toys. If you have read the FNaF book series, Charlie goes back and she sees her old toys, Theodore, Stanley, and Ella. And how they were described in the book is that Ella has been in the closet for Charlie for so long that she's almost in pristine condition. And so I decided to draw Stanley and Theodore in there as well. This Theodore looks a bit too pink instead of purple, so yeah, I kind of messed up on that. But overall, I think it's pretty good, especially for my first time drawing Ella and Stanley. Quite like it. And the grand finale, we have, I posted this one, so kind of not a spoiler, but this are the scrap animatronics. I was kind of disappointed that the FNaF 1 characters weren't even mentioned in FNaF 6, so I decided to do this. Kind of like an alternate ending of like, what if in FNaF 3 the souls were never free? And in the Doco Scott interview, Scott said that there's a possibility that the FNaF 1 animatronics weren't free. So I decided to draw it like this. I based the Chica design off the security logbook version, while the other versions were kind of just what popped into my head. And I drew them like in the FNaF 6 ending type chamber. So yeah. I actually saw a comment on one of the community tab, and someone called these the furnace animatronics, and I kind of like that name. So I'll just call them the furnace animatronics. So whoever posted that in the comments on my community tab, props go to you, because that's a really cool name, honestly. So yeah, that's pretty much all the pictures that I have for you all for part 11 of my Five Nights at Freddy's drawings. So hopefully this hasn't been too underwhelming of a part, but also I promise you that it will not take half a year for another video. I'll try my best to upload more often. It's just so complicated with personal life. But yeah, other than that, hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Farewell!